It's good, y'all. Just a little quick video here. Remember my last video I was going on about Jameis Winston and after his terrible performance against the Bengals a couple of weeks ago. Well, now the blame this time it starts on top, and that's Dirk Koetter, the Buccaneers head coach. He's pretty much a piece of garbage, especially after what he said in that press conference after the game against the Redskins. So basically, now starting first week of the season, the offensive coordinator decided they're going to let him be the play caller, Todd Monken. And then the Buccaneers went on a good run. Even though we weren't winning games, but we're still one of the top ranking pass offenses in the league. And we noted that we scored like a touchdown every game. But when it came yesterday, we did not score a touchdown. In fact, we only scored 3 points. Then after the game, Dirk Koetter admitted that he was the play caller that game. And when someone asked him the reason for that, he said he had his personal reasons for it. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? You had your personal reasons that you decided to become the play caller? This shows you right there what a shitty head coach Dirk Koetter is. I mean, he cares about being the play caller more than about being the head coach. I mean, who the hell want to play for a coach like that? If you can consider him a head coach. Because he's not really much of a head coach. I mean, his first season, okay, we're 9-7, but after that, what happened? 5-11 last year, and so far 3-6, and more than likely another losing season. I mean, clearly this team is just not behind Dirk Koetter. It's just not working out. And the fact he's going to admit something like that is just ridiculous. This shows you this team's not going to go anywhere with him, and likely they need to let him go. But as far as I'm concerned, I think after that comment right there, the Glazers should just fire him just for that comment alone, because this is a ridiculous response to make to a question. I mean, you had your personal I mean, what your personal reasons are more important than the team? I mean, the offense was doing fine with Tom Monken calling the plays. Why would you need to believe that you needed to be the play caller, particularly for this game? And the result was 3 points. Yeah, I understand the kicker missed 2 field goals, but the bottom line is we didn't get one single touchdown, and you were the play caller. I mean, that shows you right there, this team is garbage, because it starts at top. The head coach is a garbage coach. And this shit like that just make you frustrated as the Buccaneers fan, that it seems something always goes wrong. And the thing about it is how bad our defense was playing this year. They only gave up 16 points. And it's always something with this damn team. The defense actually played good, but this time the offense didn't show up. And mainly particularly because that's his fault. I mean, this is the thing with Dirk Koetter. Now, you can say about Jameis Winston all you want. He has turnovers, but this is the thing. Knowing Dirk Koetter's resume before he even came to the Buccaneers, he was the offensive coordinator in Atlanta. Atlanta's quarterback, Matt Ryan. When Ryan played under him, he had more turnovers in those 3 seasons from 2012, I believe, to 2014 than in the other part of his career. That it just shows you right there what a crappy. He's not really much of a coach. He's not really a good coordinator either. So it makes me wonder why the Buccaneers brought him in to be Winston's offensive coordinator. Now, I'm not going to go back in time and pretend, it's all Carter's fault why Winston's playing bad, because that's not really the case. Because But the thing is, Winston did have a different offensive coordinator. Because I think all these struggles with the protecting the ball wouldn't be as bad as it would be. That's just my opinion. But it seemed like this was a failure from the start. Remember, they fired Lovie Smith because they were concerned about Winston losing his offensive coordinator. He losing his coach, his teacher, whatever. And then they made him he made him head coach after they fired Lovie Smith after the 2015 season. They're pretty good in the first year, but after that, nothing much. And this offense is it's bad. It's a trash scheme because let it be known that Koetter's offense is based on what Joe Gibbs used to do back in the day. It's a power running game with vertical style passing. We can't run the ball. Worth a damn. We hadn't been able to run the ball the past couple of seasons. So we just got to focus on throwing the ball deep. And that's easy the defense to pick off. I mean, it shows you right there. This team's going to fail. They got the wrong offensive strategy, the wrong coach. And now Todd Monken become the play caller starting this season. Seems like a little thing. You see, I don't know if y'all keep up with the Buccaneers preseason games, whoever was watching. You notice there are more quick step dropbacks for Winston throwing the ball out. It's kind of like more like I wouldn't say West Coast style, but it was similar to that. As the easier designs, for the route to get through. You can find receivers open quicker. That what Dirk Koetter was doing is, it's just. And then for some reason, they wanted to change that when the offense was really that bad. But that was the only thing going for the Bucs, and the main reason why we won these games. And he screwed that up. I mean, that shows you right there he's a shitty head coach. He's concerned about being the play caller than becoming the head coach for the damn team. And that right there shows he needs to be fired immediately. It seems that this team always attract the worst type of head coaches. I mean, it's been going on like that for a long time. It's just an overall bad franchise. And it seems like, yes, we did get Tony Dungy back in the mid-90s. But it seems like that's like a short-lived thing because it only lasts around, what? There's a few years. And yeah, we did have John Gruden who took us to the Super Bowl and won it. But the thing is, John Gruden never capitalized on that Super Bowl victory. He had plenty of opportunities to develop his own team. And basically, he was just using what Tony Dungy had with the defense. He was just depending on the defense. Couldn't develop any type of offensive talent. You had Cadillac Williams. He drafted Cadillac Williams over Aaron Rodgers. That was something he admitted that he regretted. Still regretted to this day. And yes, Cadillac Williams did have a sensational rookie season back in 2005. But after that, he did anything after that. You have all these old quarterbacks. You had, you had Brad Johnson, let him go. Brian Greasy, let him go. Jeff Garcia, yeah, he was okay, but eventually he got too old. Just a lot of things didn't work out under Gruden. And eventually, they got tired of him, and he got fired. But like I said, it seems like this franchise is that's known to be it's a terrible franchise. You haven't won anything. You don't hardly go to the playoffs. Haven't went to the playoffs since we won that Super Bowl back in 2003. It's just an overall. It just doesn't look good for the Buccaneers right now. And eventually they're going to have to clean house. All the coaches are going to be gone. I don't know how many players they're going to keep. I don't know. Some players like the veterans, I don't know if they're going to keep, if they even want to be around because we don't know. We're probably going to be bad for a while. So, but like I said, Dirk Koetter needs to go. He's a piece of garbage. He's not a head coach. And the Buccaneers, it's time for them to move on. And hopefully, within the future, something will come along and things will get better.